Alright, we return to another session of the Phantom Ferrymen. We are back in the dark city of Duskval, where the latest news is that a strange plague has started afflicting various people in the Leviathan hunting business. It started on, well, people don't really know what specific ship it started on, but some people in the Leviathan have been feeling unwell, and people are worried it might spread to the rest of the docks, so things have been kind of slow on that side of the city. Meanwhile, what has Terry been up to?
Oh, that's a good question. I haven't. So last we left, we did our uh downtime. And what has he been up to? So,
You were getting high on sedative and living your best life.
Yes.
I mean, I was getting I was under the influence of something. I don't even think the sedative did anything while I was doing that. But yeah, I feel a lot better now. And let's see. You said so. What was going on? There was a plague in the Leviathan hunters.
Seems to be, yes.
Hmm. How's that affecting the nightlife,
Um,
docks, and places thereabouts?
it means that there's, well, it means a few things. Number one, Leviathan hunters themselves, you see lots of them, but they're generally the higher spenders, so they're
Hmm.
probably not in the same space as you're hanging.
I see.
Um, a lot of sailors aren't going on the voyages they used to, which on one hand means they're not earning money. On the other hand, means they don't have much to do,
Hmm.
which means that they are mostly just sitting around and, well, drinking.
All
Hmm.
right.
Is this what Captain Hulker intended with the box being planted?
Maybe.
Yeah. So he's just, he's been up to his own stuff. I mean, I guess substantially what has been up to was covered in downtime, but other than that, he's just been doing odd jobs for people. Knowing people who know people. Someone needs a contractor for something, they come through him as best he can.
And one thing we still need to resolve from last time is that we never made the decision with the Fog Hounds.
Oh, right.
How did that end up getting resolved? Do we pay them 1 coin and 1 rep and lose 1 status, or do we pay them or do we let them get a little bit angrier?
I hmm. I think my inclination last time was to tell them to screw off.
I I'm kind of looking at it from a different angle. I was wondering if we offered 2 coin, if that would get them off our back and give us a little more room to work, like that they'll actually kind of let us through their area for a little bit.
So this would be enough.
I'm gonna say that if you pay them just the 1 coin and 1 rep, they'll leave you for a little bit.
Hmm.
What would it take to kind of reverse things and be on good terms, or is that not available without us kind of using a downtime to probe it out?
You know what? They could they could give you a job. If you
Hmm.
do them a favor, they might consider they'll ease up on you.
Yeah. I'm all for it.
Yeah, probably would be good to know the folks that run the
Right.
inland waterways.
All right. So they okay. So you are negotiating with the Fog Hounds, and the person you are negotiating with is a very kind of heavily concealed person by the name of Dax.
Hmm.
All right.
And Dax kind of they listen to your offer of maybe being on better terms, and they consider and say, yes, some, well, conflict would be bad for both of us. So let me offer you this. Us Fog Hounds, we transport things all over the city, all over the canals. We get many requests. If you, well, take care of something for us, we might consider developing some more amicable terms between smugglers.
Oh, there you go. That's what we're all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You still owe us for your previous intrusions into our business, though.
Oh, certainly. That's not a problem. We can definitely compensate you for that, for going through your territory.
All right.
That just out of character, Alex. Are you good on that?
I think Terry would have tried to say something more like, "Let's not blacken this lovely friendship with talk of such things." But yeah, I think we would pay the piper if it had to come to that.
Okay. I mean, I'm at this point like let's grease the wheels and get things
I'm
moving
gonna
instead
say,
of trying to negotiate with them immediately.
Yeah.
on the contrary, I actually think talking about these things prevent blackening in the future.
All right. So I'll remove one coin from our inventory. How do you do
Yep.
that? All right, there we go.
So yeah, one coin, one rep.
Because we are bursting at the coffer. So if we're gonna get money later, we should figure out a way to
Oh.
pay it now.
Mhm. Oh, did
Yep.
you already reduce the rep?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I accidentally took it one more.
That's fine.
So it
So,
should be here then?
yes.
So how does that slider work again? And if we fill that up, we get to the next level.
Yeah.
Yes. That's under tier, which good chance is going to happen this mission.
Hmm.
But what they want you to do, it's a commission from the Dimmer sisters
Hmm.
We're on
of,
good terms with them.
yes. But it's transporting some goods from let's see. I'm gonna say from Night Market, which is where they get a lot of this stuff. Anyway, to so yeah, you're gonna be transporting it from Night Market to the edge of Dunslow, right near Ironhook Prison.
Okay. Hmm.
Um,
It would be
they will still give you, so this is the Fog Hounds job. They're the ones getting paid for this. They will, however, give you a cut of the profits.
all right. Sounds good. Be helpful at some point if we had a way of just putting the map of Duskwall on Rule 20.
It would. Let me.
Yeah.
That would actually, yes, that would be very good. So let me see if I can do that.
Just a suggestion. I pulled up a map for me anyway.
This.
Now, what page is that on?
I've got the Blades in the Dark book. It's toward the end, like the last chapter is just Duskfall. It's like page 254.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's before the fact.
Yeah. And also just to comment on the situation, I was looking at the Dimmer sisters, and I think it was like housebound recluses with a reputation for the occult, and I think maybe maybe we all kind of feel like the Dimmer sisters right now.
We are all the differences.
It inspires me to build our alliance together more. So I'm totally in favor of this.
Here, let me get the map.
To which corner of Dunslow?
The north, sorry, so you're going from Night Market to, like, the northeastern corner of Dunslow.
Okay. So just through Coleridge.
Yeah, pretty much through Coleridge.
Mm.
Can our ship get through all those bridges?
We're probably gonna have to decide if we're doing this.
Yes,
Boat.
Duskfall in general is designed for boat travel. There are also a lot of smaller canals that take you through the city.
Okay.
All those bridges are, and all those bridges are meant for boat travel.
I'm looking at this map and I'm wondering when we're gonna get the job to walk across every one of these bridges exactly once.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be getting heat off us for the blue coats. All right. Maintenance time.
I think you'd have to, because of white. You'd have to start or end in White Crown.
Yeah, we know that much.
Okay, now I'm gonna go down math problem land. If we continue this, I'm gonna look away now.
Okay.
Damn you! Making me do math off school time. But yeah, is there any preparation you would like to make before we head off?
What do we know? So we're doing this by boat, and it seems like the decision would be, well, first of all, we would probably ask what we're transporting, just to have that bit of knowledge.
Ritual implements. You see there a kind of few different powders, some kind of I'm gonna say like totem with a symbol of a hand on it. You're not sure what ritual. You're not sure how they all fit together.
Right.
But
are we bringing it to the Dimmer sisters?
no, well,
Okay.
no. You are taking it from the Dimmer sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly, you're bringing it from and to the Dimmer sisters.
Okay. From one sister to another. Got it.
Yes.
We're the grub hub of the city right now. Let's see. And in terms of the path we're taking, yeah, it looks like it would be it looks like it would make sense to do it by foot, but there's probably a complication. What do you know about Coleridge?
Coleridge is. It's basically the industrial sector of the city.
Hmm.
It's where a lot of the machinists, industrial laborers, and factors lie. It's full of smoke, and that's where it gets its name. It's an old district. Duskville actually started as a mining town.
Hmm.
This is not really true anymore. It's industry shifted over time, but this is where a lot of any of the ruins of that industry still remain, and the manufacturing is built on top of that.
How is the cargo presented to us, or is going to be presented to us? Is it going to be all like packed neatly in a crate? Is it open containers that we need to like seal up in our own way and pack up or something? What's it like?
I'm going to say it's delivered in an open crate, but really they like you both have the materials, like you have the freedom and materials to package it however you would like.
The least suspicious way to pack something. I feel like putting it in a crate is like putting it in a bag with a dollar sign on it. Like that seems like the what you do with suspicious things in this town.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if we're gonna do it on our boat, we can, spend a few coins, get some cloth and other materials that, it just looks like we're transporting regular goods and like, crafting stuff to. What do they do in Dunslaw again? That's the prisony sort of area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we've got some amount of like survival tools and like harvesting tools for the people that have to work in the eel mines and the muck fields and all of that sort of stuff.
I mean, I think that's the kind of thing we can just put on our loadout instead of having to pay extra for. I mean, that sounds it's up to DM discretion, but I would try to do the cheaper option.
If we've got that sort of stuff in our storage, then we would just use that. But I'm talking about having enough that we can basically conceal the one crate of goods in a large grouping of crates in our ship storage. So.
Oh man, I just had a fantastically stupid idea.
What you got?
What if we pack like poorly hidden prison breakout tools. Like we have a cake with a rasp in it to make it look like that's what we're smuggling. And if they catch us, they'll be like, "Oh well, our bad." Sure, take it. So that they don't check further for the other stuff we have.
I don't know. I feel like if we reveal that we have anything, it's just like, oh, well, we're bored and we get paid on the hour, so we're going to search your whole ship.
That's
true.
Yeah, remember, don't have to come up with a whole plan, just a detail. The detail could be we're deceiving people by pretending to smuggle something else. It could be we were going to get a particular crew. Just what is your initial approach to getting these illicit goods from A to B through the industrial district?
Okay, so I'm trying to think of this terms in game terms. The score. Okay, so it looks like this is definitely a transport mission.
Yeah.
And so it looks like we should detail the route and the means. Route. What's the more seaworthy path? Because it sounds like we can go straight through the city, but it also sounds like it kind of looks like it'd be less busy to go just around what was that place? The industrial area.
Coleridge?
Coleridge, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, where exactly in Night Market would we be getting this stuff? Is it closer towards the north, towards the south?
What?
Where in Night Market would we be picking up the stuff?
I'm going to say on...
Just kind of a general area. I don't need the actual street.
Yeah, I know.
So detailed.
Probably around the southern area. Probably more around the southern area, around Gaddock.
Okay. Are the
You could. I'd say that's like going around rather than going through Coleridge, going around, sticking to the Dusk River would be a point. That would be your detail, right? That would be okay. Like we're going this route, and then we can start and do an engagement roll based on that. Or you could say, oh, we're going to go straight through Coleridge, pretending to smuggle this other thing, and that would also be a deception detail.
Right. I'm just looking. There's some docks over next to number 4 on the Duskwall map. The over by the rail, and I was wondering if those ones are public or if those are private.
The rail?
No, the docks to the left of the rail.
Those are both. It's just generally where a lot of what is that? Nothing important.
Okay.
So it is both. It's all kinds of docks there. It's mostly where, if anything that has arrived by rail now needs to move by sea, that is where that transfer happens.
Oh,
and very
well, that's perfect. Then the preparation I would do is, and this is maybe slightly getting ahead of things, but it would be getting a contract to get some goods from the rail station there to approximately where we're going in Dunslow. So we basically have a legitimate transport mission, and we just have this other box with us.
That sounds good to me.
All right.
Sounds like
All right, yeah. So I'm going to. Okay, that is our entrance.
Yep.
Let's say that is a deception entrance, and our detail is that. What are you pretending to be?
I mean, we're just going to be doing this as more of a legitimate privateering. Like, you guys need stuff shipped. There's open contracts. We're going to take one and get these goods over to the the part of town people don't really like going because they don't get as much pay for those missions or those
All right.
transports.
All right. So let us roll for. So let's see, let's look at that engagement roll.
Okay.
What major advantages or disadvantages do we have? It's not particularly bouldering, and it's not overly complex. Does it expose a vulnerability of the target? I am going to say
vulnerability of the target's odd because there. Who exactly are we opposing in this? It's hard to really say.
mostly the bluecoats.
Right.
I think this gives us some sort of advantage because it's giving us a legitimate mission and it's giving us a very short route to sail.
Do you have anyone who can help you with this? Are any of your contacts useful for setting this contract up?
I don't know if Niall has any sort of business in the rail stuff.
For instance, that whole what was his name? Derek Van whatever his name was.
Who?
I haven't talked to my contact.
Oh, Florence, after the whole Van Dint thing, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, she's probably not going to be in the mood to help right now.
Yep, and Terry is not in the mood to ask.
I get the feeling that Stasia probably doesn't get a lot of stuff directly from the rail, so probably not them. So I don't know unless there's something that unless Zeb actually gets parts from but then those parts would be going to his shop. They wouldn't be going to Dunslow. So I wouldn't expect anything there now.
Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna keep this at 1 die.
Okay.
So.
Is there anything we can do to kind of enhance that, push ourselves in, or that's just what it is? Okie dokie.
It is what it is. So, but remember, you will be. This only determines your starting position. Once I do this roll, you can very quickly get yourself out of it with, your scoundrel's tools.
Right.
So, ba-ba.
I feel like this is probably gonna. What's the weather like?
Bad.
It's duskfall weather. It's duskfall weather, which means it is dark and cloudy and grim.
Okay, but like,
Weather likes a rhetorical question.
is it just fog, or are we hitting like some heavy rain right now?
It's not raining.
Not raining? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you have failed your fortune roll.
Right.
That's fine.
Off to a great start.
Yes, we are off to a great start, which means
we start in desperate position.
Yes.
God, hold on. Sorry.
What's that?
Yo, you're getting picked up on the mic. My brother was talking about how he jokingly uses the phrase hamburgers so much that when he meant to actually say hamburgers, he had to double check and say, did I actually say it right? Apologies.
So yeah.
This is a rough roll. Like, it's
It's
Yep.
fine.
It's a starting desperate.
Let's say that you are at the docks. You are already you're kind of a shady group, and you are, going out looking for, you know, just asking around. You're kind of starting to. Well, no one's really buying, and you're actually kind of starting to generate heat. The blue coats are kind of like eyeing you strangely and suspiciously, and I'm going to say that you're not getting any buyers right now. What do
Hmm.
you what do you do to actually? Well,
Um, I guess I would say before that would have happened, I would have already looked to a flashback to try to have met somebody ahead of time that maybe was looking to get something transported.
okay, then let's say that you make a that's probably going to be a sway. That's going to be a consort, probably.
Hmm.
Um,
Should I do this?
yeah, I mean, you could probably help me out with it. That would
Okay.
make sense.
Okay.
All
So.
right, I'm still going to have you be in desperate position though,
That's fine.
Hmm,
because well, you'll see.
okay. And let's see. So is it your role and I'm helping?
No, you can make the roll.
Okay. I still have less effect on my resolve stuff, unfortunately, because of I'm still not completely healed yet.
Right.
How much do you have in consort?
Nothing.
Nothing. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do it. Do we get +1 from help or? Sorry, I'm trying to remember how
Can
this
I
works.
can I even assist with the zero on the skill?
How do you assist?
Um, probably trying to reinforce that we've got the means to make the shipment, and we're able to do it at the lowest price or whatever.
Yeah. I'm
I'll allow it.
Okay, I'm
Do
imagining a
an assist.
situation where someone wants this like really simple job done, and you're there to like talk technical about how no, you actually want a more expensive part, and the only place to get it is from here. Okay, let's see. So,
And then that's one stress for me to assist.
Yes.
Okie
and
dokie.
is the flashback in a desperate position, or is that controlled?
Yes, that is going. Yes, for reasons I will explain once you made the roll.
Okay, all right. And
But it is
effect
a desperate position.
is it a limited effect?
Yes, I'm going to
All
say
right.
because this would normally be regular effect, but you are reduced. So
Okay. No, one bonus die.
yes.
Okay.
Wait. Yes. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, it's a success.
And since it was a desperate roll, do I also mark XP?
Yes.
Excellent.
So you find someone who you get contacted by Bajo Baz. Bajo Baz is you've heard the name before. He's a notorious criminal that is alleged to have connections with the brutal Crows gang over in Crow's Foot.
Hmm.
He is he is delivering some perfectly legal goods to some friends of his who happen to be in prison right now. Unfortunately, he's having some trouble because of his unfortunate reputation, which was very unfairly assigned, and he can't get, which is why he is, he's trying to find someone who'll take him, and you manage to take him. You negotiate a bit, but he doesn't. You can't really get a good price out of him. You you do it basically at cost.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this is not really going to add to the loot of this mission, but you do secure it, and the normal heat that Bajobaz usually carries around with him doesn't seem to be troubling you right now. The Bluecoats investigating him are probably busy tracking down other leads. But by the end of it all, you have some letters, some Ceravos, some kind of like wrapped up Ieruvian bread, and various other kind of nice little things that Bajrobaz is delivering for his friends in Ironhook. And yeah, and with that, so you have the things. What now?
Is this the point where we decide what kind of load we're taking?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Since, I mean, we're on a boat, I'm tempted to say normal just because we can pack more stuff, but I don't know how if that would translate to us looking more like a suspicious boat.
If you want to look like a regular citizen, take light. If you want to look like someone armed, take normal.
We can still look like somebody who's a citizen with light using our little sneaky bag thing.
Right, it's a good
but
point.
It's the problem though is that we're personally weighed down still. So if we have to make a break for it, then going to be slowed down unless you discard stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
And also thinking back, like the stuff you get from a light load has generally been enough for me anyway. So I'm gonna say light would be a good idea.
Okay.
Oh, and we do have the smuggler's rigging. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Might go with. I'm not sure.
Okay. Why are you unsure?
Oh, it would just be if I do, then am I going to be taking stuff that I can, set down or discard along the way and lower my weight, or is it, am I taking stuff with the intent that I'll be carrying them the entire time? That's the one thing I'm not quite sure on.
Mm-hmm.
I think light pro be okay.
All right. So you are both carrying a light load, and with that, you are currently at the docks by Gaddock Rail Station with your gifts and your boat, and a light assortment of gear.
All right.
Okay. I'm just now looking at the edges and flaws here. This would be a good thing to keep in mind. All right, so we're about ready to disembark. I think. Did we get to get everything loaded without any complication?
Not this stage yet.
All right, and then of course, setting it in such a way that the the main thing we're trying to transport would be kind of the hardest to find among the crates we're delivering.
Of course. So, you set sail along the Dusk River. It's the kind of the rail station is well, it's not the most pleasant part of Duskfall. It's all like here the noise and smoke and bustle kind of well, they're heavy here. So as you start sailing away, that kind of those mechanical sounds start slowly fading away. And it's just kind of like the low rumble of passing trains as you pass below the river rails and into the Dusk River. You are still in the lightning barrier, correct?
Yeah.
So as you are sailing down the Dusk River, you have to even within Duskwall, especially as you get even within the lightning barrier, especially as you go deeper into the Dusk River, you start seeing the kind of the little electrical shimmers down the water that are left by the many spirits that the overseers work hard to contain every single spirit that manifests in Duskfall, but even they can't contain everything, and especially as you start leaving the bustle of the rail and as the rumble quiets down, you kind of see those misses in the water. What do you do to protect yourself from any rogue spirits that might descend on you as you cross the river?
For one thing, we'd be trying to keep it as tight to Night Market and Coleridge as possible, so that way we're as close to where the noise in the industry and the general kind of protected area is at, rather than going deep into the towards the middle of it or whatever, and just being very exposed out there.
Would it be possible for me to try and for Terry to try and find a safer little sub route within the water using survey? I think something cut out.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. I mean, I could do what we did last time.
It completely cut off there.
Okay.
So, Zara's sailing the ship, right?
Yeah.
A roll to kind of.
I was trying to think of a way I could roll survey to help out with this this maneuvering.
Your internet's starting to cut out, by the way, stuff.
I'm sorry, my internet keeps cutting out for some reason.
You sound a little better now.
Yep.
Okay. So, are you? So yeah, that would be a tinker roll.
Okay.
Okay. You can go ahead and do that one.
Made
Okie dokie.
that. I'm going to say that's going to be risky and standard effect.
Risky standard.
Your is probably pretty good, right?
It is. Just out of curiosity, what would be a devil's bargain for this?
Hmm.
I am going to say that a devil's bargain would be that what would be let me think. Honestly, I'm actually kind of like not immediately coming up with anything, so let's throw it to the group. What would be a good unforeseen consequence of sailing like this?
We could, in an effort to avoid the spirits in the water, take us in a route that has possibly more material hazards in the water.
Fair. Yeah. I'm going to say that it's going to take you by a okay, to avoid the spirits, you're also going to go into an area that has more blue coat presence,
Hmm.
which will make a future run-in with the blue coats at a higher at lower position because you are going to be at higher risk of discovery.
Oh.
That
So you either go to a populated area or you go to a dangerous area. That's kind of the choice you have to make.
that sounds dangerous. What would you like for the position of the tinker roll?
Position for the tinker would be standard.
Controlled. And the effect standard?
Yeah, it's standard.
Okay.
So, alright, risky standard.
Oh wait, risky standard?
Yes,
Okay.
risky standard.
Reading that. All right.
All right.
Yeah, that is a partial success, which means that you will successfully navigate the river, but there will be some consequences.
Yeah.
Um, I am going to say that you are you sail the boat, but it takes up your yeah, I'm gonna say that the consequences of this are that the spirits are going to damage the boat somewhat. There is mostly through electrical interference. Spirit you know spirit realm interference is causing all kind of electrical interference. It's kind of messing with your equipment. This will you'll have to repair it later. I'm gonna mark some kind of harm on the boat.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
It is. It is. We did take easy to repair
That's fine.
and nimble.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh yeah, we should have had an assist for tricky maneuvers like this. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna make a note that boat is harmed. This might come up later.
Okay.
Because it's just even though you are being careful, there is some amount of electrical interference, and Zar kind of tries his best to deal with it, but equipment is just kind of like there's just sparks around, and just you kind of like go through these noises and these shimmers and these Just
There's a couple tabs you can use on the sheet. There's weak, impaired, broken, and armor.
yeah, I'm gonna use that. Even though, yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Duh, 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 duh.
Okay.
And yeah, as you start um getting closer, you notice that there is a so you make the trip through the Dusk River and you dock by Dunslow, you by Ironhook Prison. There are a surprising amount of ships here. This is a quieter. This is probably the quietest dock you've ever been to at Duskfall. There isn't the usual bustle of the train or the massive amount of goings in and out as there are the main docks. But there are still prisoners shuffling about, people bringing in both, well, other people and various supplies and materials for the prisoners, or transporting various goods that were generated by prison labor. You notice that this is probably one of the more heavily guarded docks you've been to at Duskfall.
Hmm.
And as you dock,
We.
you see a blue coat waiting for you at the platform.
I was actually gonna ask. There wasn't any chance we could have been asked to go to Dunville and transport it from there, was there?
You can. I was assuming that you were going to just dock as if you were making a legitimate delivery. But if you would like, you could instead dock somewhere else and sneak.
Well, it's not so much about sneaking. I would maybe even make the claim that, oh, we had electrical problems, so we had to, come ashore at Dunville and, transport it the rest of the way. So we have a legitimate reason why we're moving stuff with the cart.
Okay, what is your goal for it? Because as you approach Dunslow, you will because goods going in and out of the area are being monitored anyway. You unless let so how are you planning to are you going to try
Uh,
to
f-
evade a point entirely?
well, first I'm gonna
Is that your
ask, Alex, is this a plan that you're all right with? Trying to come in a little short so we don't just like pull up to the dock with mostly crates that they're looking for, and then one that we just got stashed in the back or whatever that's questionable.
So what was the plan, to stop earlier somewhere else
Yeah,
to?
at Dunville Labor Camp, which is if you're on page 270, it's
Yeah.
the one right before Iron Hook Prison. So it would give us a chance to be out and on foot and able to move stuff without just like pulling straight up into, blue
Hmm.
coat territory.
And okay, and it in terms of where we're actually going, though, we're basically trying to walk around the blue coats.
Mm, not as much walk around the blue coat so much as I guess come to the make it seem like we had to stop short so that way we aren't just going straight to the blue coats, because I would imagine once we're done there they're not going to be like, all right, now just walk about and do whatever. I'd imagine it's all right, you've shown up, give us the crates, all right, here's the crates, now get the hell out of here. And then we still don't really
Hmm.
have an end to the area that we're trying to
Yeah,
access.
we have to have an offload point. Hmm. I'm almost tempted to do that on the way back.
Okay, and then that would be the alternative is we go, we do what we need to, and then we say, hey, can we get access to
Oh yeah, we
dock
need to.
over in Dunville because we got
While
some
we're
electrical
talking,
damage.
yeah, we need to. we need to just stop somewhere, right? Okay, yeah, I would say that.
Okay, sounds good. So we'll go to the prison as planned, and then we'll double back and try to get permission to go to Dunville before we leave.
Hmm.
So you dock. So sorry. Could you? What do you do?
Okay, so we do go with the original plan that we're gonna go to the dock at Iron Hook Prison, deliver the goods, but then explain to them, hey, can we get access to dock over at Dunville because our ship got damaged and we need to do some repairs.
All right. So okay. So you dock. There is a checkpoint here. You have the blue coat inspector with some impressive facial hair. He's got like the old what is that thing called? Where it just like his sideburns connect straight into his mustache.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
What is
not mutton chop. That's
I think that is mutton chops. Well, no, it includes the mustache.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he
Here.
and he just kind of goes, all right, stand aside. This is going to be a routine check.
What's
And
that?
I'm going to say that is a roll of it's probably another tinker roll to see how well you stashed the
Hmm.
sounds
So
good.
we have the rigging. Let's see.
Well, the rigging is for our person, not for like
yes.
Oh, is it?
crates. Yeah,
Huh.
that's for us to carry like a couple extra pistols. Bang bang.
Okay. 2 items carried are perfectly concealed. All right.
Yep, so I'm gonna say that's it would be tinker to see how well you stashed the stuff. Who's making that roll?
I'll be
Um.
making that
Or is
roll.
there anything else you want to do in addition? Any assists or
How would I assist with that? Because this is something we've already done, isn't it? I. Hmm.
Yeah, how would you have assisted with this?
you can still assist within the present because the stashing happened in the past, but the search is happening in the present.
Yeah. I can assist with the. I can just generally be distracting. And uh, by just like trying to be all friendly like with the blue coats. Um, you know, how's what's his name doing? All right, I mean, it's like, hey, maybe you can help me out with sort of here. I heard there was oh god, what rumors do I know? Listen, we're businessmen. We're a little concerned about the security at the prison. I heard there was it was some I heard that there were attempts at breaking. I'm just like just feeding him bullshit to get him off his game.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to say that that is an assist. Is there another way to set up? Um, yeah, I'm going to say that's a setup, which is going to improve the it's going to improve the effect.
Cool.
So yeah, how so that's a setup action. Um, da, 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 da.
Let's see, I have indirect.
I'm gonna do the roll, but I'm gonna push myself and take the 2 stress.
Okay.
Before you do,
Okay.
let's do that sway. Is it sway or consort? Keep getting those two.
Sort.
All right.
But indirect. Now let's see if my action has the intended result.
Consort is more of like a hey buddy, how you doing? Versus sway is more like, hey, I got to do this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it is more of a consort.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm still still on reduced effect for consort. I'm gonna take a couple stress just to add a die to that because I have a feeling things could go south really bad if we fail this successively. Where's the window? Oh, here it is. Okay, so are we risky position?
I am going to say this is controlled risky.
You mean controlled limited?
Sorry, controlled regular.
Controlled regular. Okay. So it's controlled. I get reduced effect because I'm still kind of shaky and suspicious looking.
Yeah.
And do get an extra bonus die for the stress, and that is a partial success.
Sorry. Yes, that is a partial success. I am going to say that this is you generate some suspicion, but this is but you know, this is going to be a let me pull up the faction sheet and my clocks. I'm going to add 1 to the blue coats are sick of your games clock.
Totally fair.
Because they know you.
This is yes.
And they're following along, but like,
I saw.
yeah, it's scary again.
The sheets, and I'm like, well, that's gonna be a thing.
So yeah, I'm gonna add 1 to that clock, but otherwise, yeah, it works. They are mostly talking to you and half searching the ship, which is going to would you like it to increase the effect or reduce the risk?
I think reduce the risk.
Okay. So you are now you can take the Tinker from a controlled position with standard effect.
All right. I'm still gonna take the stress.
Okay.
Roll coming from controlled with a standard effect. And 1 bonus. All right.
That is a partial success. So that means that but you so for a partial, I'm going to say that they don't notice anything, but they don't totally trust you either. So any kind of future request you want to make from them is going to have a reduced effect. Just because, like, they don't find anything, but you're shady. You're a shady bunch.
Whatever could have given them that idea? So you said any requests from them?
Yeah, like for example, wanting to dock somewhere else or anything like that.
Like that. I see.
So yeah, you're like, well, can't seem to find anything. Looks like you should be good to unload your cargo.
Thank you.
What do you do now?
Well, first of all, I definitely compliment him on his imperial beard at some point. Just sneak that in.
Thank you.
Still need to request a. Still need to request a like a drop off point.
There's dockers over at the other dock that we're talking about, right? People of
Yeah,
Docker's
let's talk to
faction.
them instead.
Yes.
Okay, then well, we'll get to that when we get to that. I have things in mind, but let's stick to the unload here. So during the process, I would probably want to take our crate of suspicious goods, and while nobody's looking or whatever, if they're just letting us unload on our own, kind of stash it among our like ship material supplies, netting and boards and repair stuff and stuff like that, so
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look like one of the things in the cargo that we were delivering.
So what would be the purpose of that?
Uh, Basically, that if somebody then investigates the ship afterward, they don't look and be like, "Hey, what's that crate doing in the middle of what's that one that you guys are holding on to?" And instead, it just looks like it's a utility crate.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna. If you get searched, I might require a tinker roll later, but for now, sure.
If there's any candle ash or like a dirty rag or anything like that, I'd probably like take a minute or so to kind of wipe down some of the surfaces to make it look a little, darker and cruddier.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Bang
Yeah.
a
Just to
couple
blend
edges,
in.
put in some gashes here and there, so that way it doesn't look like the disguise we kind of made to have it look like it just fit in with the food boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, you are unloading your crates. You know that your contact for your dimmer sister's contact is a well, she's going to be at the docks, but it's an especially crowded place, and you need to
Hmm.
well, you need to find her. Honestly, it's getting kind of you don't really see her immediately
At these docks, or are you talking about at the other dock? Like, were we
at
supposed to meet?
at these docks.
Oh, I didn't realize they were supposed to meet us here.
Yeah.
Oh, then we
Yeah,
don't. Then we don't even need to go to Dunville.
no.
Okay.
Oh, had I known that was the case, then yeah, Dunville wouldn't even matter. We're just trying to figure out. Well, then I guess if that's
I'm,
the case,
I'm gonna
um,
go look for her.
yeah, what? I guess I don't know if this is going to be a flashback or not, but what was the nature of the details we were given about the contact, where to find them, etc.
It is a so
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that your contact is a one Sylvia who is a prisoner at Ironhook. She is supposed to meet you well, sorry. You are supposed to hand over your goods to a guard. I'm gonna say actually Sylvia is a guard who
Okay.
is in league with the Dimmer sisters. She has very short dark hair with kind of a white streak in it, but you can't seem to find she's not here. She's supposed to be on duty right now.
Hmm. I'm gonna I'm gonna retroactively say Terry just sort of in the middle of conversation did ask if Sylvia's on duty.
I am going to say that is a make a controlled sway roll
Controlled.
with
Okay.
limited effect.
Limited effect. Got it.
Yeah.
This controlled. Limited. No bonus dice. Ooh, that failed.
Yeah. They're kind of not having it that you're asking these questions about the other guard. I am going to let's take a 15-minute. Why don't we take a 10-minute break?
Sure, no problem.
It
All right,
was
thank you very much.
controlled. It was controlled, so that means something.
Yeah, I'm going to get a quick drink of water and I'll be right back.
Sure. I'll just turn my mic on.
And I'm back.
All right, I'm back.
Yep. All right then. Okay, we're still waiting on Re.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
I am back.
All right.
Okay, cool. All right, we're back from our break, and yeah, you are Sylvia's late to the drop off, and you are starting to wonder if maybe you have the wrong location or something went wrong when you do eventually see Sylvia walking around a corner. She is she has a very straight back. She walks kind of very like with purpose. People seem to stay away from her, and as she approaches you, you kind of understand why. There's a strange you kind of feel a kind of spirit field disturbance around her.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Kind of
Let's
like
see.
reverberates around in your skull. The kind of like it's almost like and on your skin. It's a little bit like being in a place with a really high static. Being next to her is kind of like being in a place with a lot of static electricity.
Hmm.
And the hairs on your arms are kind of like standing up a little bit.
If anything, I probably like notice that and have a bit of respect. It's like, damn, that's that's some power there.
I think this is. I think. Hmm. Well, I mean, are we discussing the situation with each other while she approaches?
You can if you want to.
All right, is something wrong here? Something wrong. I don't. Something's wrong with Sylvia. We should figure out what's going on.
Eh, I don't really know the Dimmer sisters well. Could be par for the course.
I don't know the Scissor Sisters either, but I know when something's not in the right place.
There's probably a reason why they stay in their homes.
Yeah. Well, that's that's number one wrong thing going wrong here is why she out of the house in the first place. Uh, hmm.
Well, she might be one of the
Um,
lower tier ones that has to take on jobs.
I'm gonna say roll me. Someone roll me a tune
A tune.
if you want to know what that is.
Mine's 1. What's yours?
Mine's 0 and also reduced effect.
All right. Well, I will roll a tune and see if I can kind of position.
I'm gonna say this is information gathering, so do whatever. It's not gonna matter.
Rolled.
All right. Nope. Can't quite figure it out.
No, you can't. Yeah, you can't quite figure out what is going on with that.
Hmm.
She just kind of looks at you and notices you and drops you. Like, so you're the ones I'm supposed to meet.
That's right.
That is we.
You are Sylvia, right?
She kind of pauses for a moment. Yes, I am Sylvia.
Hmm. Hmm.
She just kind of like walks past you and looks at the box that you have.
All right. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the following thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back and get the box, but well, I'm not gonna get the. I'm actually gonna get a box next to it, and sort of just a little like here's the ruse I'm pulling. I open the box and what's this? Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong box. That's a little porky in there. It's my spirit bane charm. Oh, how did he get in there? He's always getting into scrapes, isn't he? I'm trying to notice if there's any reaction to this trinket that ghosts prefer to avoid.
She kind of like takes a step back. There is a reaction.
Hmm.
That is the wrong box? Where is the where is the agreed upon goods? Yes.
I give Zara a look like we can't give her this box. Something is very wrong.
Hmm. What what was the holdup? We were waiting here for a bit. We almost had to take off.
I had to prepare for I had to prepare for your arrival and for the goods you're transporting. They're required for certain she kind of like looks around and make sure that you're in a relatively private area. You like make sure that no one's listening. And we were delivering our magical implements for a very particular ritual. I had to prepare, make some, and it took longer than expected.
Hmm. I don't know what to do about this because on the one hand, this really seems like it's some kind of like we're being intercepted here. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. This could be what Sylvia's like. Hmm.
What do we know about Dimmer Sisters? Have we interacted with them in the past? I mean, we have some
Yes,
reputation
you
with
have.
them, so
You have. You have interacted with them in the past. They are a secretive bunch. They control a lot of the occult trade in Duskval. they tend not to trust outsiders.
Are any
But
of them known to be possessed by spirits, or if I mean, Sylvia's not one of the higher, like Sylvia's the person picking it up.
she's more like a contact than a straight member.
Huh.
Again, that's why she's a prison guard. Otherwise, she'd be at their house.
Yeah, I
It seems
Okay.
odd that she's possessed, though.
Okay. Well, I mean that could be what the scissors is.
No, that's a different faction.
That's a different. Yeah, we're not cool with them. That could be what the I forgot their regular name now. That could be the Dimmer sisters. That could be what the Dimmer sisters are. That could be how they work, for all I know. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do in the moment.
Not to your knowledge.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let her pick up the box and leave with it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
at the first moment she is not paying attention to us, I'm gonna motion to Zara that we need to follow her.
All right. I mean, where do we expect to
She's either gonna
have
go
her
to
lead
the
us?
sisters, or she is gonna go somewhere else.
And what's the plan if she goes somewhere else?
Well, I have a lot of items I could be carrying right now to prevent this. Like, we get paid if we get the job done. I guess I'm explaining this in character. Like, we have to. This job's not done till it's done, and she's who that is. I don't know what we just gave these implements to. I don't know what we just did. We gotta follow her.
Well, we'll have to do it as quietly as possible because, of course, we're just basically on a blue coat stock right now, and they don't seem too happy about us right now.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but
how well can we see across the dock? Like, could we see where she goes from our ship?
I'm gonna say that would be yeah. I mean, if you want, you can kind of tailor, and I would say that would be a
Like a hunt or a survey?
Yeah.
I could do survey.
To just kind of yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Should I? I'm just gonna do straight up survey. And this is.
Okay, I'm going to say that is going to be risky, but with good effect.
All right. Great effect.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I assist with that? Probably not.
If you could think of a good way, how?
Other than just being another set of eyes, but I don't know. If anything, what I would be doing would probably resolve as a different sort of check as a study, trying to look for something else. But I figure you'd probably be trying to survey. I'd probably be keeping an eye out to make sure we aren't about to get, inspected again or raided or something.
All right. So would that be help in the role, or is it just?
No, I think I'd just passively be doing something else.
All right. Here we go. Oh, there we go.
That's pretty good.
Nice. So, she picks up the box, making sure to avoid Little Porky.
Yep.
and you kind of watch her as she leaves. And for a moment, she just kind of stops and quickly turns around. And tenses up. And then she relaxes again, turns back, and keeps walking.
Hmm.
I mean,
Should we catch up to her and try to see what's going on with that possession before she walks away?
So, absolutely.
Yeah, no, something is. You are. This is the sign that, like. This is not. This is a possession.
Mm-hmm.
Which is generally not done. There's some cases where it's a cooperative possession, this is not one of them.
Okay. Yeah, there's just so many unknowns. Like, this could have been part of the whole setup, or this could be something to try and someone else to foil the setup. So I just want to make sure that the goods go where they should. So, okay, so we watched her, we surveyed.
I'm going to say that. Yes, continue, sorry.
It was with great effect. The thing we're looking for is a way to actually follow her on foot, I think, or if we can, stay in the boat and follow her, but just some way to just keep on her tail.
Alright, so since this was great effect and a partial success, I'm going to say that she notices you looking at her, and she kind of slightly changes her direction. And goes towards where well, you know that's supposed to be delivered to a particular building in Ironhook, let's say building D. She kind of turns a bit and goes in there. So the goods seem to have arrived where they should be.
Okay.
But I'm going to mark a clock. So let's resolve it that way.
Okay. But so when you say the goods seem to go where they should be, do you mean she left them where they should be, or she's still carrying them?
Like she walked into the area of the building.
The building you cannot access, but it is the correct. So she changed direction and went into the building that she should be going into. Which you don't have access to, but it is the correct building.
Well, we do not have access to it, but a couple things I do have are burglary gear and a fine disguise kit. Yeah, I'm not doing anything yet. I'm just saying there are things I can do.
And so what do? You could leave it here. Or you could do something else. What do you want to do?
All right. So what do you think? She wasn't gonna do this. She wasn't gonna do this. We were watching her. Something's up.
Should we access one of our dimmer sister contacts somewhere else and see if this was the normal protocol or if this was something that happened by accident from possession getting in the way?
That would require you to leave. You unfortunately do not have phones.
Well, right. I'm.
But yes, you can do it. You can do it. It would require you to leave. but yes, you can do it.
Because if it's either we have to go in and sneak in and deal with something, or we have to let the Dimmer sisters know there might be something up with the goods.
Now, does this building have any other exits or entrances?
Not really. You can like not for you. There are guards. Like you could try obviously. So this is a prison, right? And this is one entrance to the prison, which is the river entrance.
Yeah.
So you could try sneaking around the prison and then going and about to take you to the Deathlands, and there are obviously guards milling about and prisoners milling about, but you're not supposed to be able to access those areas.
Well,
The only way out for you is the docks, back
I
into
like
the
to say
river.
in character, or I won't make sure that she doesn't try and wait us out and then go back out and take the stuff where she was trying to take it in the first place. So I'll wait here. I'll make sure she doesn't change her mind and try to leave with the goods. See if anything comes of that. You go contact the Dimmer sisters, see if they're on the up and up.
Want me to just be here?
Uh, hmm. Uh, hmm. Listen, thing goes south. I can take care of myself. I'm not here to fight anyone. I'm just here to make sure that things are going okie dokie.
And what's your plan if you get caught?
Run like the dickens.
Run where?
I'm still on the boat, right? Oh yeah, I can't really pilot this thing very well, can I?
Well, no. If I'm leaving to contact the Dimmer sisters, I'm taking the boat.
Yeah, he's taking the boat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would. All right, I don't know how to lay low for a bit. I'll flee.
And it's not really going to be some way that I can get access to these docks again either if I leave. So how will I be able to meet up with you?
I'm gonna say that you can wait here and get some patching up on the boat since there's already like your equipment is already damaged.
Oh, that'd be a perfect cover for why we're hanging around.
That's a good point.
All right. All right, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, so you get your boat, get some repair. This is luckily there is some damage, but luckily nothing too egregious, and the bookers are still happy to provide. So you know they're watch over you while you're doing that. And Sylvia does eventually walk out of the buildings sans goods.
Okay.
Oh.
She kind of gives you a look, but then continues walking.
I think we should have a word with the sisters.
Right. How long do the repairs take?
Not very. I'm going to say that like within the hour you have both seen Sylvia head out of the building and gotten the repairs done.
Should I take a week off the vehicle?
Yes, please.
Done. All right. Yeah. I think we should talk with our contacts just to make sure that's what was supposed to have happened.
Right. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Where would be the place that we would find a Dimmer system contact that we know?
You can talk to Roslyn. She is the dimmer sister who generally deals with outsiders. You can find her. You can find her. She's your contact.
What would be the region that she's in generally?
Let's say 6 towers.
6 hours? Okay.
Yep. It's one of the many. Was once one of the richest districts in Duskwall, but it's now mostly abandoned. Actually, there are various squatters you meet in in a repurposed mansion. Essentially, this is probably the quietest place you see in Duskwall in a while, whereas usually most city is either bustle or machinery or smoke. This place is just kind of dead.
Hmm.
It's mostly just but the main sound is just some garbage floating in the wind, just some papers rustling about. But yeah,
Already.
so in a mansion with some slightly moldy carpets, you meet Roslyn, and she just kind of looks at you, so yeah, do you explain what happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
She kind of
So,
she kind of looks and nods and very patiently, and she says, "Yes, that is troubling."
Blimey. I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Well, it's good that you've told us. You have done your job, and the Fog Hounds should still receive their payment. But yes, this is troubling. Thank you for telling me.
what of the materials? Are they things that can be readily obtained and delivered anew, or are they fairly unique?
Just ask these things as secrets.
Well, I don't want to know
Oh, you
exactly
might call them
what they
matters.
are, but I'm just saying if it should come down to it, we could potentially make a separate delivery to a different contact in the future if this is unfortunately unresolved, and it's something we could do to help.
Thank you. It's been noted. That is, for now, right now, this is outside the scope of your job. The Dimmer Sisters will handle this from here. And
Thank
if
you.
we have need of your services again, we will contact you.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate this more than you'll know.
So yeah, job done. I am going to advance some clocks, and then we're going to move into downtime.
All right.
Yay, secret clocks.
Da, 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 da. Um,
And the crows, I would imagine, were happy with the delivery, or I guess Basso specifically.
yeah, no, that was pretty much the side job was pretty straightforward. It was mostly to cover for the main job.
Yeah.
But yeah, Badger Baz is happy.
Cool.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
You gave some unfortunate prisoners a better night.
Well, good.
Oh,
So yeah,
take personal note.
now that that's all settled, let's go to post score to payoff. Payoff is the first step.
All right.
Okay.
So you earn 2 rep, plus what? So I'm gonna say that you earn 3 rep.
Okay. I can mark that down if you don't have it open.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Which should give you up 1 tier.
That is
Rep
my
completely
fair
full.
one. All right.
So clean out the rep ticker and add 1 to tier.
Yep.
Okay. Does our hold change from strong to weak?
Yes.
Okay.
You get 2 coins which is your cut after the Fog Hounds got their share.
Right. Excuse me. I feel obligated to point out. I don't think we've been doing this, but our vehicle takes 1 coin to maintain during downtime.
Where does it say that?
It's under the flaws. Costly.
Really? That was the flaw we took?
Yep.
Where is the ship?
Oh no, that's if you have the costly flaw,
Oh, okay.
which you did not take.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, sorry. I was trying to. I thought this was unorganized, and now I see. I shouldn't have messed around with this. I thought those were all things we picked out, and not all and not just a list of possible things that could
That's just a list of possible flaws.
Okay, never mind. I was saying a lot of like, oh, but we're nimble. Oh, but we're easier. Yeah, I thought we had those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, you. So yeah, 2 coin, 3 rep, and you are at currently 0 with the Fog Hounds.
All right.
Excellent.
Now we have only enough coin for 4, and that would put us at 5.
And I'm going to say that by reporting, you're also 1 better with the dim resistors.
Wait.
Excellent.
Next is your entanglements. So let me make that roll. What's your heat? Oh yeah, sorry, heat. You also need to generate heat.
Heat.
3
Okay.
heat.
Currently 3.
Yep. And I'm gonna say 2 heat.
All right.
Which
Okay.
puts you at
5.
5.
Mm.
Okay. So now I'm going to make the entanglements roll.
Okay.
Okay.
See.
So I am going to oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's do entanglement. This is a big one.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are your claims? You currently have no claims. But you can have room for more. So you are starting to expand your operation, especially now that you have a good deal with the Fog Hounds. That means you have more access to canals. You are starting to grow as a smuggling operation.
Mm-hmm.
But um, Lord Skurlock's agents have now been openly interfering in your operations, sabotaging them, and ensuring you don't get contract. Because he has noticed that you're getting bigger, and he does not like that. So the choice you have to make is either so it says here reduce hold. So either lose a bunch of. So I don't want to. Okay, sorry. Let me see how I want to handle this. Which is because yeah, I'm gonna say that now that actually I'm not gonna go trust. Now that you're growing stronger, Skurlock is openly starting to sabotage your operations, I will reduce your status with him by 1.
Okay.
Because you are now at open. He has now declared open war on you.
Hmm.
So you are temporarily at tier 0 while you are at war with Skurlock.
Huh. Hmm. There's nothing we could do to prevent this, I take it.
No.
Okay.
That was your entanglement. Like, you can do stuff to now like fix it.
Right.
But this is the problem. Skurlock has now declared open war with you and has started sabotaging your operations. You are at a temporarily reduced tier.
Okay.
Well, like, this has a bunch of consequences. While you're at war, you lose 1 hull, which may temporarily bring you back down a tier. You only get 1 free downtime action instead of 2. You take more heat from scores. And your claims that generate coin generate less coin, but you don't have any claims that generate coin, so that is not important right now. But mostly, you have reduced tier downtime and heat, and extra heat while you're at war. So that is something you should be taking care of soon.
Okay. Yeah. I'm inclined to agree. I am curious about that these claims, these blocks of land. I do want to start working on those at some point, but probably not.
Yeah, I should probably I'm probably going to do the next session about making a claim to take a claim. You need to do a mission to like take it,
Yeah.
and then that becomes the focus of the mission.
All right. Because I would love to get some of that stuff on the top row. Like if we
Oh
could
yeah, you know.
tavern, that would be amazing.
A what? What would be the tavern?
Tavern.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, that's yeah, I should just start giving you claims missions.
Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, now you have 1 free downtime action each. Because, again, open war.
Oh, what do we do about coin? Because we're bursting the limit here.
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk about. Given the consequence, I would want to see if there's some way we can collectively use our downtimes and these 2 coin we earn to try to push ourselves from -3 to -1.
Tricky. Should we do leveling up first, or should we do downtime first?
Let's do leveling up first.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, sorry, like you mean XP?
Yeah.
No, let's XP is at the end of the session, so downtime first.
Okay.
So you want to improve your reputation with a faction, which is going to be difficult, but let's see what you can do about that.
Well, in particular, like I had said in the past, one of the things to kind of resolve the initial problem was they gave me partially how to make the smuggler's rigging, but they didn't give me all the parts, and the person who designed it was high on absinthe or mushrooms or something, because they kind of drew like MC Escher, and I had to go through and fix all of their like dimensionally unsound lines and connections and stuff. At the end of it, what I had produced worked, but I was way over budget for it. They refused to honor the fact that I reinvented this madman's project and fixed it and made it actually work. So I walked. And that's how we kind of got the heat that we got. So it's basically going back to, they ordered 10 of them. So, put the stuff together, get the materials, whip them up. They're not actually that hard to make if you've got the stuff, and deliver those, the original order basically, as well as the completed blueprint, which they did not give me, and I actually had to invent. So that's the angle I was looking.
In fiction, how do we how are we first notified that Lord Skurlock is officially at war with us? I'm just trying to paint this picture in my head.
I
What?
I would imagine the dockers probably like, hey, the Skurlock guys have been snooping around and
Hmm.
trying to find your place or whatever, and this and that, and saying if they
Yeah.
see you, tell us, and we'll pay whatever.
What it means is, so what was your question? Sorry, I couldn't quite.
How we were informed that we're now at war.
I mean, Skurlock's a vampire, right?
Yes. Well, allegedly.
I'm envisioning like he sends us an official like courier or like a valet of someone to just give us this notarized declaration. That's how I would envision he rolls. But that's a
You know what? I like that idea. Let's use it.
yeah. Like we open
Um,
the houseboat and it's like, oh, telegram. Screw you guys. You're cordially invited to go screw yourselves.
he does. He pretty much. You do find a letter in your dock, pretty much telling you to seize all of your smuggling operations, or else. And he's had enough of your, had enough of your shenanigans. You're growing, and he cannot have that.
So it's just like imagine there's like a real like kind of tense meeting around the dinner table in the Phantom Ferrymen. Like, all right, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about this?
Um, you can.
I imagine Zar said the thing you just said about like, well, here's what the deal was. I can just give him the. What were you saying that you could just give him the parts he wanted?
The completed order for the thing that I was
Yeah.
commissioned to make, but uh, not properly resourced or given an actually working version to base it on.
Hmm. Yeah. Terry doesn't like this
You need
idea.
to negotiate some kind of mutual agreement to end the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Skurlock person seems like a really proud bloke to me. I don't think that sending the message that we'll do whatever he says is gonna make it feel like a victory to him. I think he really just wants to see us suffer. I think the way out is to make it look like we're a little more trouble than we're worth. But that's just me.
Well,
This guy's he's your friend, not mine.
it's that was the other route I was thinking is, there is a manor he lives at. It's not fireproof.
Whoa! All right, I'm in. The player, think that is a terrible idea, but I'm willing to entertain it.
It's not the most graceful, and I'm sure we may just be exchanging heat from Skurlock with heat from the Bluecoats.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of heat in this plan entirely, isn't it? Yeah. Also, he's a vampire. Like, I don't know if that would do anything.
That
Oh,
would piss
geez,
him off. It
certainly
might
wouldn't.
piss off Satara.
Yeah, I would like. Thinking in game terms. I would love there to be a way to end this war via like like non-submissive ways, just very like coercive ways. Like if we can get a more powerful enemy after him, or if we can convince him that we're not worth bullying around for one reason or another. I'm partial to that idea if we can think of something like that.
You could. That would again, all that you need to end the war is negotiate, right? But there are a lot of ways to negotiate. Put it this way. So if your negotiation tactic is don't mess with us, and we'll stop messing with you, that is a way to negotiate.
We are men of honor, and if you cross us, we will make things difficult. But if you let us be, then we will let you be. Yeah, I don't know what we would do. This sounds like it would be a matter of study.
If you want, you can take your downtime and then the war's still going to affect this downtime, so you still have your one downtime action each for free, and you can of course always spend coin for more. But
Right.
war's not going anywhere. You can resolve it later.
Okay. Yeah. Get all
For now, let's. What do you want to do with your downtime?
That's an excellent question. See, I think the only pressing thing for me is I'm still injured. I'm still got the shakes. I do still want to work that off. And I'm just gonna look at the list to see if anything else looks promising.
So how do we want to split? You take a coin, I take a coin.
I don't know if I'll even need a coin. Hmm. For acquire asset. Is an asset. If you have an ideas, you can just go right now.
Okay, then what I would like to work on here. Do I have my own clocks on here, or is it on the group? It's on the group.
What is?
Oh, the clock.
Yeah, they're on the group.
So, Lord Skurlock's attention, should I fill this or clear the clock?
Clear it.
All right.
It's full. It's full and cleared.
I can't actually. I think you have to. Or wait, there we go. All right. So one thing I wanted to work on, of course, was the rudder.
Okay, so that would be a what, Tinker?
Yeah.
So yeah, make that roll.
All right. Stand. Hmm. Yeah. You know what? I think I. Not gonna. Oh, there we go. So there are only 2 wedges left, so that should be enough to fill this one in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a success, which is 3.
Yeah.
Yes. So that fills that, and I'm going to add a new clock called testing the Druida rudder. That's our second clock.
Yeah, it'd be either testing the rudder or preparing the ship for installation.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put 1 in it since it carries over.
Okay.
Wow, so you got a full you can start building it.
You get rid of the clock.
Yeah, I can press that.
There
It's
we
a
go.
little lock in the lower right there to bring up the delete.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I'm envisioning in universe, like generations later, there's some people are going to be posting like, today I learned that the inventor of the Drudo rudder also was in this gang of criminal enterprise on his downtime. It's really inspiring.
Side hustle. But yeah, so yeah, that's a downtime action. You again you are progressing with this really rapidly. You've actually had I say all your rolls have been good. So it's just been like this has just been you've been powering through it. You are done with the prototyping stage. Sorry, you're in with the plan stage. You are now like actually testing out different prototypes, and you might have a final prototype that's ready soon.
All right.
All right.
Do you want to perform any additional downtime actions?
Yeah, I'm going to expend 1 coin from the earnings there, and continue working with Captain Halker on setting up the clinics at the dock.
All right. That's what. How do you want to? What action are you performing to do that?
Um, so the setup itself, I would imagine, is a combination of um, planning how it's going to be built, what equipment is going to be there, what space on the dock is actually going to be used for, and all of that, as well as how we're going to recruit for it, and pay and compensate staffers.
So probably consort. It's
Um,
more, or are you
I would
more?
I would think maybe to do it as a study sort of thing, because this is going to be a lot of research. And of course, I'd be working with Captain Hawker directly. So when he's got free time available to sit down over like a long meal or whatever and work on it for a few hours.
All right. So what action is that?
Study is what I was hoping
Study.
to.
Okay. Then yeah, then let's study.
All right. Do I get an extra die from working with them or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, another 6. Well, look at that.
Wow.
Them rolls today.
Yeah, pretty much. So that is the okay. There we go. So yeah, it's almost done. Actually, you are pretty much setting up that's how logistics works. But yeah, you're people. It's most just fact that people want this to happen. So
Yeah, there's a lot of people in need. This is gonna help out a
yeah,
whole
so
lot of
you're actually
folks.
finding contacts and finding materials, and
Yeah.
it looks like building has already started, and it looked like it might be done soon.
Yeah. And I know it's not going to exactly be our own, like, we own it, we run it, manage it, everything. It's going to be more of like a community thing. There's going to be delegated leadership, but of course the people I'm trying to recruit for that are also people I'm looking at having as our future cohorts. So, like, pre-recruiting the best of the bunch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a little bit. It's like what, two is it 2 tier ups before we'll get the points to get cohorts, or how's that work?
Sorry. What was the question?
How do we? What would be the limiting factor to getting the cohorts? Because I know it takes 2 points to do it. Is it every crew
Why is there a
upgrade? Do you
limiting
get?
factor?
Sorry, what was that?
Why would there be a limiting factor? If you have an advancement, you can use that advancement to get a cohort.
Yeah,
Well,
there's a require asset option about getting a cohort.
yeah, it takes 2 upgrade points.
Hmm.
I guess the
So
question is, how do you get upgrade points? Is that the crew advancement at the bottom?
yes, that's the crew advancement in the bottom.
Okay, and then when you get one crew point or two crew points when you do a crew advance.
So when you get a crew advance, you can either get one special ability or two upgrades.
Okay. The special abilities are the ones in white,
No,
or
the
those
ones in
upgrades.
the circular gray box, the circular ones in the gray box right above crew advancement. That special ability, and all of the like square ones in the top. That's upgrades.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like having cohorts would probably be a worthwhile thing to get as our next.
So
Yeah, and you're close to advancing. So yeah, that
I
you
think
can get it soon.
you can also get one as an action, as an asset. Like there's a special downtime action for it.
Yes, yes, you can get one as a temporary one.
Oh, it's a temporary one. What I want to do, and I don't, I think this would definitely we'd have to wait a bit to do it, but I really want to get someone who is good with a pen. I really would love to have someone who can forge documents and make official looking stuff and like work the books. Like um, I want a white collar criminal working for us.
That is an expert.
Yeah,
Which is a kind of cohort. That is a cohort.
yeah. That's where I'm at.
So yeah, that would be for one score, but it's on standby, right? Like
Yeah,
pretty much you work to get that as a favor, and it's a one-use thing,
yeah.
and you don't have to use it immediately.
I also I would oh, first of all, are we have we resolved Zara's downtime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I that's like third on my priorities list right now. So first on my priorities list is Terry's gonna, you know, come back and ask Czar for more anti-shake stuff.
Oh, yes. Of course, I ordered more ahead of time, expecting that we're going to continue this course of treatment.
All right, you're the best, mate.
All right, so roll for that.
Okay,
I think that's what is that, Tinker?
that's his tinker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me another good roll. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
So yeah, that is another 3, I think.
That's exactly what I needed.
Nice.
All right, yeah, you are right as rain again.
Fully operational, finally. Wow, that one that one incident really really set me back.
Yeah, injuries can really fuck you up in this game.
The other thing I was gonna do is I was gonna spend a coin to reduce heat.
That's a
We got
good
Yeah,
about
I
idea.
need to like. It's because we need to use resistance more because like you're supposed to if you don't like something you're supposed to like use stress to negate it,
yeah
and we haven't been doing that, and we should. Which also means I should be more liberal about applying harm because you can just resist it,
yeah I'll keep that
and
in
I
mind.
keep forgetting that as well.
Okay.
Well, we didn't really get into that situation here. The ship
Yeah.
got harmed.
To our clever thinking.
I guess we could have tried to resist it. I don't know whose stress that would have come from.
Eh. Anyway, so yeah, are there any other downtime actions you want to make?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a coin to reduce our heat.
Okay, cool. How do you do that?
I mean, the last time I did it, I just who is on our case? I guess it's mostly the blue coats. Last time I just made a lot of friends at the bar. I'm wondering if I can just repeat that, or if I do
Um,
something else.
since this wasn't a dock, you haven't really done a mission at the docks lately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I am. You could try just paying off. If you're you could just try paying off bluecoats. Some
Yeah.
good old-fashioned bribery.
Here's what I do, and if you'll allow this, I'm remembering there was one policeman. It was one blue coat, excuse me, that stopped us on the first mission because we wouldn't bribe him, and then we eventually did. I see if I
Yeah.
can figure out, just like track him down, see if I can just chat with him a bit, and we work out a deal where he gives me some mildly illegal. We work out a deal where we do this faux um uh we do this faux like catch and release thing where he wants like he really wants to look. I say like I can help you look like you're doing more, like you're a more reflective policeman by pretending to be doing some mildly illegal things, and you'll pretend to find me for it, and you'll bring that coin back to the office.
Sure. Yeah, no. You can work all right. So roll for that. I think it's that would be
Um,
a consort.
be consort. Okay, let's do that, and that's just is it a fortune roll or is it? Does it matter what the position is? I don't think it matters. All right, I'm just gonna do
No,
it.
it does not. It does not for this. This is a downtime roll.
Okay.
Position generally affects like stuff in the moment, which can have immediate consequences.
Oh, that didn't work.
Not that it didn't work. I think it just reduces heat by 1.
Oh,
Yes.
reduce by 1. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'll accept that.
It wasn't super successful, but you know, you do manage to get a little bit of heat off your backs through the whole thing. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da. So you're now at 4 heat.
40.
There we go. Yep. So anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since that is downtime, is there anything else that we need to resolve? No. I'm going to say let's resolve XP advances, and then next session we'll resolve the war with Skurlock. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
So for advancement, what are your XP triggers?
Okay. So I did my desperate action already. We addressed a challenge with deception or in influence. I would I would say we did that.
Yes.
Um, express your beliefs, heritage, or background. I don't think I did that. Um, hmm. Don't think I expressed my beliefs, and I don't think I struggled with vice or traumas per se. I mean, I that still had that shakiness that was interfering, but this doesn't count as a vice or a trauma.
Yeah. So for now, let's mark 1,
All right.
and +1 for the desperate.
Yep.
I don't think I had any desperate rolls. The worst one was risk.
Yes. So
I did use technical skill.
yes. I also remember whenever you get these XP, you can assign it either to your like playbook advancement or to your attribute advancement.
Right. express beliefs, drives heritage or background. I mean, I played the character as he's meant to be played, but there wasn't really a lot of
Yeah.
wasn't a lot of that stuff that came up.
Yeah, this is a more low key mission. I'm going to make up for that next session because war.
Yep.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Hell, we didn't even use any items this session.
I use my Spirit Bane charm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where would I want to put? Boy. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna start working on playbook advancement. Ghost
Okay.
Ward seems kind of cool. Kind of smash arcane substances, and it makes it a spirit lore or spirit bane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at a few of these too, but I haven't decided yet. I'm a long way to go. Hmm.
Alternatively, I might want to think about being better in a fight because right now I have wreck, and it doesn't give me a lot of defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have 1 in finesse. We're not exactly fighters here.
Yeah. Your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
If
I
I
think I'm gonna start going towards.
if I have reason to put together a different character for this, I will definitely make a fighter. I know I have an idea in mind.
Nice. But yeah, so that's XP. Have we marked crew XP yet?
We have not.
The Phantom Ferrymen get let's see. So that's 1 for acquiring successful for completing a smuggling operation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes for contending with challenge above your current station.
I'll take your word for it.
Did you bolster your crew's reputation? Not really. Reveals no. So that's 2. I'm gonna say that's a 2 XP.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's is that you or is that someone in the background?
That's someone in the back. Sorry. They're
Okay,
talking
so
loudly inside now instead of out.
it's fine. I think we're done anyway. So that's X. That marks downtime XP, and that sets us up with a challenge for next session as we're going to tackle Lord Skurlock. So
I mean, one last thing.
yes,
One last thing I'm gonna do is I maxed out my resolve, so I think I get another point.
yes. Clear that, and you can improve any action
Going into
in under that attribute.
This
Okay.
way. Nice.
yeah, we're gonna try to milk this because it's not like I'm not it's not in I'm not my resolve is not injured anymore, and I have
Yeah.
enough die, and I have mesmerism, so I'm hoping to do some cool stuff with this.
Nice. So yeah, that is that's that.
All right, well,
Cool. Good stuff.